He's been breaking for 10 years straight, so you know he's here to stay. The energy's a thriller, and the cards are always killer. Cheap fun breaks is the big league way.
All right, guys. This is a jumbo case. And this is case 6. I will break tonight for a while. At some point I'll have to get some dinner, but not right now. So we're good to start. Hopefully everybody's been doing well. Yeah, I mean, it's all quiet, so, I mean, I think everything's fine. They had a curfew, and, I mean, I guess it's working. I'm down for it, you know. I mean, we didn't have trouble last night, but there was trouble last night, you know. So, I was just concerned that if there was trouble last night, maybe there'd be trouble tonight. But, so far, so good. Yastrzemski, purple paper. Moston, what's happening? We've got. You can't get in the back. There's no way they would need like a torch to get through the back. You know what I mean? So there's no worry about anybody getting in the back. The front though has glass, but it's also gated, you know, so there's glass, but you know, you could break the glass. But you still couldn't get in. You know what I mean? So I don't. Again, you would need a torch to get through. Jared Kelenic. It's not something that's gonna happen. And then of course, you know, I'm prepared. I'm more prepared than they would be. So, you know, I just don't want to get into that situation. You know what I mean? But yeah, there's just too much money here. I couldn't. And the funny thing is you know, they would never know what was valuable and what wasn't. But I just wouldn't take the risk, you know. So still no auto. We've been trucking along on this jumbo without an auto. Shea Langoliers, sky blue. Nick Allen, purple. Yep. Paulini, purple auto. That's your first auto. Apparently they looted some stores last night, set some fires. Like a shoe store got looted or something like that, and something got burned. And then I guess they said a yacht was torched, but they're not 100% sure that was actually part of the protest and not just random act of violence. Or I guess not violence necessarily, but vandalism. I don't know. What's up, Matt? What's up? Damon Jones. I know what you're here for. You're here for the Aquino. I know. Dominguez. None yet. Like in any of the cases, I still haven't hit one. That's how rare that spot is. Nah, insurance wouldn't pay for this. Could you imagine? I'd have been like, yeah, I've got, you know, the better part of $1 million in Bowman, and they'd be like, what? I'd be like, you are out of your mind. You see they got a FedEx truck? That's terrible. No, Amazon. It was an Amazon delivery truck. That's what it was. Scooball. Yeah, they're rare, man. They are so rare. But, I mean, this is 102 cases. We are definitely going to hit you some in 102 cases. So, the question, it's not so much will we hit it, it's just how long is it going to take and how many are we going to hit and what color is the card going to be. What color is that sucker going to be? Did you get your cards, by the way? You might not have got them yet. They might be showing up. I know they went out, but it might have been late last week, and so you might not have them yet. Burning the Bowman retail. I don't know. I'll let you know. All right. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. Michael Kopech to 50. I mean, the problem with first edition is foil. You know, so it's better than paper, but it's not as good as chrome. So, you know, it won't be apples to apples. You know, and first edition foil, you can't really say it's short printed because, you know, the blue's numbered to such a number, and, you know, so blues to blues, it's the same, you know, limited. Jared Kelenic. Shit. Spencer Howard. He signed for my first set too. Spencer Howard signed for my set. My very first auto set. No, they probably didn't get there yet. Because I actually, now that I think of it, Phil hadn't gotten his yet either. And they should have been the same day. Well, if you got shipping email on Wednesday, that's when it went out. The Tampa post office is horrible, bro. They will not, half the time they don't scan the packages because they're mad because we bring them, you know, late at night. Like, they're only open till 10. They're open till 10 at night, and we might roll in at like 9:30, and they're like, look at us like we're crazy. I'm like, look, if you don't want packages at 9:30, then you need to have a rule that says, you know, we're not receiving packages until, you know, 9 o'clock or something like that. But if you're open until 10 and I get here before 10, then surprise, it's your job. But they're pretty mad. So they will not scan them. Not for nothing in the world. The dude even told me, he was like, I'm not gonna scan these. And I'm like, whatever, bro. I can't make you do your job. Oh yeah, I absolutely think so. Low print runs. Focus on low print runs. I mean, everybody's got a trout. You know what I mean? It's not, and I don't mean if you're buying trout. I'm not saying you're wrong. All right, I'm not saying you're wrong. But the cards that you want are like the Dwight Goodens, the Tony Gwynns. You know what I mean? You don't really want the Griffeys, the Jeters, and the Trouts because everybody's got the Griffey, Jeters, and the Trouts. You know what I mean? You want the cards nobody's buying. You want, the Mariano Rivera. You want the George Brett. Those are the cards that you want to buy, and definitely print runs under 2,000. I mean, I honestly think anything under 10,000 still a good buy. I really do. There's people that say I'm crazy, but I mean, I make an okay living doing this, so I might know a little bit about it. It doesn't mean I'm always right, but I know a little bit about it. And, so, yeah. Dustin May, refractor. So focus on those early runs. You know what I mean? And definitely focus on artist and player first cards. If you can. So if you can get that first, Ben Ball or Ichiro, I would do it. I bought one for $3,000. It's actually cheaper than that ish right now. But I think it was a steal at $3,000, even though it dipped a hair below it. I bought an Ermsme trout from Phil. I paid $2. It went up to $25 and then it fell. I think you could get them for like $1,000 right now, but I still think $2 is an okay buy. I wish I had bought them at $1,000, but somebody on the forum today said they were worried that I was going to go bankrupt. Bro, I'm so far up on this on this Project 2020 that it's not even funny, So I thought it was kind of funny, and it was kind of sad, that they thought that, but it's those people. Those are the people that make it easier for everybody else to make money because they have no idea what's going on. You know what I mean? And I mean, I guess I don't mean that like to be, a terrible insult. It's just they have no clue what they're talking about. Yeah, it seems like it. Seems like everything's okay here. It was pretty quiet. I went outside. I walked around. It's a 7:30 curfew, so I didn't go too far, but I didn't see anything. I'm not in a place where I could see it or hear it right now, but Jaden's out in the main room. He's playing Fortnite with his friends, so he'll come and get me if anything, but should be fine. And there's no way anybody can get in. They can't get in. And if they did, it'd be like their worst decision they've ever made, but they can't. There's no way in. Not without a blowtorch in about 45 minutes. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I mean that's just my advice. I mean it might continue to drop forever. It might go down to 20. I don't think it's gonna though, especially those low print runs. Especially the low print runs. I think once you moved all the speculators out of the market, which happened with the Shore Griffey, the print runs 95,000. Yeah, I don't think those cards are going to lose money. I know some people are pre-selling them right now at a loss. I think they might go as low as 10. But, I mean, I wouldn't sell them at that. But, there's 95,000 of them, so... Or 99,000, whatever the number is. It's an insane number. Dominguez. But I still think, they'll still be cards that you can maybe not make a huge profit on, but you're probably not going to lose anything on them either. Zach Hess. Zach Hess. Well, the most I spent on a card was $3,000. I spent $3,000 on the baller Ichiro. And I do not expect to lose that money at all, but you know, I think the low right now is like 28. Last I looked. Apostle, nice card. Refractor auto for Apostle. I'm sorting the inserts because we sold the inserts by insert, so it just makes it easier on my staff later if I sort it as I go. Yeah, my favorite artists right now are Blake and F. Dot. I really like him a lot. He's a pretty cool guy. I also like Tyson Beck. I haven't started collecting his though, but I probably will. But I've spent, not counting, you know, buying the cards at $16, but I've spent about $13,000 on Project 2020. And you know, on paper and straw, I'm way ahead. But you know, if they continue to drop and I'm completely wrong, I could lose most of that for sure. Gus Varland. Well, right now the 12 casers, the random teams in the divisionals are waiting for labels, and the 14 caser is waiting to be packaged. So I mean, I could throw out a date, but you know, I don't know how accurate it would be. They could ship this week. If they don't ship this week, they'll probably ship pretty early next week. But I don't really want to say anything else. Sometimes I'm more optimistic than they can pull off, you know. But Friday they shipped 200 packages Friday. You might as well do everybody. There's only 20 artists. You're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Just go for it. I'm buying every card from here on out, and then I'm just trying to go back and pick the ones up that I missed. I'm trying to get the low print runs because I know that those will be the ones that'll bounce back the fastest, you know. So I was trying to pick up like the first 2 Dwight Goodens. I got one of them. And then I'm trying to get all the McGuires. All the Blakes. I don't have them all. So that's what I've been doing. Omar Estevez. Yeah, the monthly one's a pretty good deal as long as you don't mind them, you know, shipping after I get 22. You know, they'll ship every 22. No, I don't think that the card on Tuesday is going to be worth buying 10 of. I don't. Because everybody's going to buy it. I mean, it could break the record. I think it's going to be closer to 50 than 100, But there's a couple things that could change that. There could be like a big announcement. Gary Vee could step in. Who knows? But there are people that are saying, that are walking around saying that it's going to be a 200,000, 300,000 print run. Look at that. 2 gold inserts. That's crazy. I think that's not going to happen at all, but it could break 100,000. I'll tell you guys a secret. I've seen the final image of the card, and it is fire. All right, it is fire. You're gonna love it. You're gonna absolutely love it. Yeah, that's right. Uh-oh. Look at you, just like Gus. Here's another Gus. Shimmer, gold shimmer to 50. Gus Farland. Nice card. I mean, if you like that kind of thing. He's not really a hot seller, but yeah. Tuesday is Blake Jameson and Ben Baller doing Mike Trout. It's a Blake Jameson design, and then Ben Baller blinged it up. Does that make sense? Yep, that's exactly right. It's the Blake Jameson card, and then Baller just kind of added diamonds to it. I would rather the Blake only. I'm not a real big fan of merging the two, but that's all right. It's still an amazing card, and then you get to combine their two, both of their collector base, So. If they had put the card out, if they hadn't waited for card 100, if this had been the card instead of the Griffey Shore, oh my gosh, it probably would have sold 200,000 copies. I mean, seriously. But because they pushed it, and then the Gary Vee stuff never materialized, the market kind of crashed based on that. Jeremy Pena. Oh, there's a lot. I mean, literally, it's a base card from a Topps flagship product. I mean, they don't make as much update as they make, say, Series 1. They make the most Series 1. And then they make, less Series 2, and then they make less update, right? So, I mean, there's that, but it's a base card in a flagship product. There is a bajillion of them. Somebody sold me their fanny pack. I don't know what they sold for originally, but he sold it to me for $400. He said they were going for $600 on eBay. I didn't double check it. I wanted one, so I bought it. I know he's talking about doing fanny pack 2.0, so I'm gonna try to get in on that one. Well, you got to understand, Gary Vee's got to get a benefit out of it, or he's not going to do it. So if Gary Vee's not getting, the Gary Vee treatment that he thinks he should get, he's not going to promote this. You know what I mean? So I think Gary Vee promoting it is bad, not good. But, the artist and I, we have a different idea of what makes this product good. For the artist, 95,000 sales is a home run, but for me, I say it just destroyed the Durant. It destroyed the resale value. Now, I think overall it helps because it helps everything but that card, because now all the other cards are short prints, you know. Oscar Gonzalez. I just had 3 of him in the last case. Oscar Gonzalez. Yeah, well, I don't mind. I don't mind giving them money. I mean, plus they gave it to me for a pretty good deal. I don't mind paying $400. Yeah. Here's a Dominguez. But all the people saying it's dead, all you have to do is look at the print run of the Friday cards to know it's not dead. You know, I mean, they sold 50,000 cards for Friday. That is clearly not dead. But, you know, the speculators seem to be gone because your print runs are back down to close to what they were before it went crazy. Everson. Purple Everson. But if you guys saw my video on the F. McGuire, you know, everybody's talking about, well, it was $1,000 and now it's $400. And that's true. It was $1,000 and now it's $400. But last Friday, it was $200, you know? It was $200 last Friday. And now it's $400. And that's what I think everybody's missing. They're so hung up on this giant inflated, you know, weekend craziness that they miss the point of how well it's actually done, you know. Nice. Well, I think some of the people are just, you know, they were just hating on the project from day one. Which I did too. I thought they were ugly. And I didn't buy them. Taught them a lesson. But, you know, there's just some people that are just so mad that somebody else made money on something that they said was worthless, you know. Jeremy Pena. What's up? Yeah, definitely. It definitely is. I got an F. McGuire today for $370. So I was pretty happy with that price. I probably could have gotten it a hair cheaper, but you know. So I've got the F. I've got the Blake Jameson on the way. I'm missing Shore and Natural, but I don't know. We'll see. Forrest Whitley. Yeah. Well, it's come down quite a bit. You can actually get the Ermsey trout for about $1,000 right now. I think that's a good buy. I really do. It's the first trout card. It's the first Ermsey. And it's going to be the lowest print run of any trout. Period. Yeah, it'd have to be some kind of a special situation to get one of those paintings. I don't see Phil, but I think Matt's here. But Phil might be here too. You never know. Phil will be hiding in the cut. Well, I expect the second 50 caser to begin when the first 50 caser ends. JJ Baladay, that's his second auto. It's pretty good for, you know, one of the rare ones. As long as nobody tries to burn my building down. I'm not sure. See, told you Matt's here. Philip Clark. A refractor. After this case, I'm going to run into the other room and get a drink. So I clearly need it because all of a sudden I start yawning again. But I've got some NOS in there. Right? All About Sports Cards is making an intro and an outro right now. He's taken like some of my best hits, you know, the videos of my best hits, and he's going to create an intro and outro to the theme song. You know, just the 10-second versions, you know what I mean? Zach Hess again, he's everywhere. Right? Yeah, you and me both. I will never financially recover from this. See, I gotta do like sound effects from myself because I'm not all high tech like Phil. I can't do the Phil thing where he just has an editor put that into the thing. Travis Swaggerty. Yeah, I mean, that would be pretty cool. It would definitely be pretty cool. Nah, Matt's definitely laid back, bro. Matt's definitely laid back. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I told him to just go crazy, you know? Because I felt bad because he was like, well, what do you think about this and what do you think about that? And I'm like, look, bro, my answer to everything is going to be just do you. You know, I mean, I really like the way he does his videos. You know what I mean? The top 10 video kind of thing. I really like him. So, you know, I'm going to trust his judgment more than I trust mine anyway. So I'm like, just go. Just go. Just do it. Phil's your artist. I got Bowman for days, bro. I had to rent a whole nother building just to hold the Bowman. I was just in your Target too. That's where I bought most of it. Drew Waters? Seventy-four Jacob Nicks cards. Wow, that's nice. Green Franco. Valera blue. He looks good in blue. A little Dodger blue, something, something. we do need a Knicks versus Phil war. I don't know if we could get Jacob Nicks in. If we could get Jacob Nicks in for a Phil, it would break the internet, bro. It would break the internet. I was like, hey, was that you? Yeah. I'm going to show you guys. The dude sent me a message, and literally the entire message said, "Are you gentle?" Like, what the who sends that to another man? And that's all it said. Just randomly, "Are you gentle?" I blocked Buddy so fast. That would be so funny. It would have to be on Topps Chrome Sapphire too. Oh yeah, I mean, Phil and I have worn ward a bunch of times. Cardenas. We even did stupid stuff like entire boxes of like 2017 Sapphire. It was insane. Yeah. Topps Chrome Sapphire has Knicks autos. Yeah, and his rookie's in there too. So like you automatically win if you hit the Knicks. Like the first person to hit Jacob Knicks wins. All right, you work on Knicks, I'll buy the box. You bring them together, I'll buy the box. Get a box each. I don't like that one. I don't like the cheap fun breaks is awesome one. I don't even like it like a little bit. I like it's the big league way. That's the one I like. Where you see Aquino at? I must have hit it earlier. My chat's delayed, so. I'm trying to recruit him to another team, bro. What's up with that? Jesus Sanchez. The cheap, gentle way. Hey, Scooball. Tim Kate Gold. Yeah, I spent some money on the second hand. I lost a little bit. Alvarez, it's true. It's true. I might have lost a couple dollars. I bought about 48 hours early. But I'm so far ahead overall on Project 2020 that it's not even funny. I bought 50 Saladin Jeters, 10 Chang Jackies, and I bought 50 Baller Trouts. And I bought the Baller Trouts not expecting them to really make any money. I just thought the image was so cool. But I knew it was going to sell so many. And I was able to sell about 10 or so. for, you know, over $100 each. I know they've fallen below that now, but there's 35,000 of them. You know, I mean, I was surprised they were selling as high as they were for as long as they were, you know. And then the Jeters, I got 200, although those are dropped to about 100. But that's $100 on a card that cost Duran, that cost, you know, 20. You know what I mean? And people are like, oh, it's the bottom's falling out of it. I'm like, bro, I bought the card for $20. I'm selling it for 100. I didn't even pay 20 because I bought it in bulk. I paid 16. You know, so 16 and I'm selling it for $100. Are you out of your damn mind? And they're like, oh, it's, you know, the market's never gonna recover. It's $100 card, bro. And it wasn't even that long ago. I don't understand. I don't understand people at all. They're like, oh, this market's over. Lindor, sky blue paper. I'm like, if this is over, what is your definition of, you know, going well? Yeah, I think they're going to go back up. I really do. I think all the Trouts are naturally going to go back up, you know, because he's just got such a wide range of appeal. But you know, even if they don't, even if they stick at this $65, $75 mark, it's still an insane profit, you know. All right, guys, so that is one case. Let's see what we got. You ready? All right, we got these guys here, and there's nothing in there, so that's done. Bada bing, bada boom. And we got these guys here, and there's nothing in there. They're done. Rookie of the Year favorites. Nada. And Spanning the Globe has 2, 3. Uno, dos, tres. So 3. Dominguez. This is my spot, so it didn't hit anything. And then this one's got Dominguez in it too. Here's one right here. It might only be 1. Sometimes there's 2. Sometimes there's 3, but you know, usually there's at least 1. Nope, just 1. Okay, and an Atomic, Jared Kelenic. All right, let's look at the paper. We got a yellow Gunnar Henderson, a blue Duran, and a gold Blake Snell. All right, non-autos. Forrest Whitley, Dominguez base, Tim Cate, Daz Cameron, Drew Waters, Travis Swaggerty, Talent Pipeline gold for the Orioles, Jeremy Pena, Sixto Sanchez gold, 1990 Bowman, Nolan Jones, Brian Mata, another Dominguez, Bobby Dalwick, Spencer Howard, Tariq Skubal, another Dominguez, and Nick Allen. So 3 base chrome Dominguez in this one. Put these cards away. You go there, and you go there. All right, so autos. I don't think we hit like anything too crazy. Duran base, that's a nice card. Dilliard, Tariq Skubal, Cardenas, Atomic. Miguel Vargas, that's a nice one. Lionel Valera, he looks good in blue anyway. Cody Hess, Philip Clark refractor, JJ Bleday, Brujan, nice base card. Everson, purple. Oscar Gonzalez, I just had a case with 3 of him. Jeremy Pena, refractor. Gus Varland, gold shimmer. Omar Estevez, Gus Varland base. Apostle, refractor. Zach Hess, purple. Dustin May, refractor. Adam Hill. Michael Kopech, insert auto. Michael Kopech. Joe Ryan. Damon Jones, and Paulini. So color, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 color plus an insert auto. So, you know, I think it's pretty well overall. Pretty well. Not really sure what to put in the photo because no like big hit, you know. Not that these are bad, they weren't like really big. All right, saving your video. Let's do K7.
He's been breaking